Hi guys, welcome to my home, or maybe I should say kitchen, for this video, since I will be doing a lot of my work in the kitchen. I have some new food ideas that I wanted to share with you. They're not new for me, but new for this channel that I've never, showed you before. Just some easy, maybe you're looking for some new, summer food ideas. Some of them are, made on the grill. Nothing fancy, anyone can make them. Just some favorites of ours that I thought I'd share with you. The first thing I'll be making here is our absolute favorite barbecued hamburgers. I think what makes them really good is the sauce. I'll start out by making the sauce. It involves about 8 different ingredients, and some of the sauce will actually come into the hamburger. One of the best tips that I've learned to do if you're fixing a grilled hamburger sandwich is toasting the bread. In this case, we're just using sandwich buns. It's so much better if you toast it. I usually just do it on the griddle with a little bit of butter. Your bread won't get soggy or anything. Just add some flavor. So good. Of course, nothing goes better with burgers than a good homemade French fry. I also have a favorite family recipe for that. And of course, salting them and dipping them in vinegar makes them extra delicious. One of our favorite grilled meats is chicken wings. It seems no matter how many I make of these, by the end of the meal they're always gone. But if you're local here, Walnut Creek Cheese has those party wings. Those are usually the ones I get. They're just a little bit smaller than maybe your average wing. And I have the sauce that I make that I spray over them as I'm grilling them. And the key to this is just dousing it with the barbecue sauce. Probably not the healthiest since there's a lot of salt in there, but that is definitely how to get them really juicy and full of flavor. So I need to get the sauce in my spray bottle, and it's always kind of hard to dump it out of the saucepan into the bottle. So first I will put it into this pitcher, and that will make it easier for me to get it into the bottle. So for these wings, I like to have my grill really hot. In this case, it's almost 650 degrees, which is actually too hot, but by the time I open it up and put all the wings on, it'll probably drop down to maybe 550. And again, just spraying them all the time, before I flip them, and then after they're turned around, I just spray that side too. I don't know, have you guys ever made meringues or not, but this is one of our favorite little desserts. I warn you, they're not really healthy, but I occasionally make them. The boys love them. In this case, I'm actually making them to take along to a cousin get-together tomorrow. We're actually doing like a pre-annual swap and then having a little coffee break where we all bring, finger foods. And I thought this would make a cute little treat to take along. So what you do is you take 3 egg whites and beat it with cream of tartar until it's kind of foamy. And you want your eggs to be at room temperature. That really makes a big difference at how well it, beats. And then you add sugar just a little bit at a time until the eggs are nice and glossy and stiff. You also add some vanilla and just a dash of salt into the egg whites. And then you bake them on a brown paper bag. I know it sounds weird, or the first time I did it I thought this just doesn't seem right to put a brown paper bag in my oven, but that is what works. You can also do this in like a pudding form instead of individual little finger foods. You just put all your egg whites in one rectangle, kind of making it the size of the dish that you're going to put it in, and then people would just spoon it out. But in this case, I'm going to do the individual thing with them. Here I'm making a chocolate topping to put on top of the meringues, basically just cream cheese, powdered sugar, cocoa, and Cool Whip. But you can also just do the white kind, where it's just cream cheese, powdered sugar, and Cool Whip. That's also really good, but it always looks kind of nice to use chocolate. Like, I like the color of it. Today I want to fix an underground ham casserole. I haven't made one in a while, and I thought I'd film myself while doing it, and that way it would give you guys a new food idea. I did go on Pinterest and search this, and nothing really came up exactly the same as this. So I'm almost wondering if it's kind of a Amish and Mennonite community recipe here. But we really like it. There's different steps involved in preparing it, but nothing complicated. The first thing that I do, and you wouldn't need to do this, but the recipe calls for 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. And I'm going to go ahead and make some homemade cream of mushroom soup, but you could always go buy, the Campbell's or whatever brand you like. So that's what I'm doing here, is just quickly making a double batch of cream of mushroom soup. My recipe that I use is for just, 1 can. And of course I need 2, so I'll do a double batch. Now that I have my cream of mushroom soup, I'm going to go ahead and prepare the potatoes part of the casserole, which all it is just mashed potatoes, however you normally make them. For me, I'm just, peeling my potatoes. I'm gonna boil them until they're soft and then mash them, add a few ingredients, and I have my mashed potatoes. I always peel my potatoes over the sink here, and then it's easy for me to just gather up the peelings and throw them out. As the potatoes are boiling, I will be cutting up the ham and the onions and then also frying the bacon. So now I have my potatoes made, the bacon is fried, I made my cream of mushroom soup, so I'm ready to prepare the first layer of the casserole. It's what comes in the bottom, and then I'll top that with mashed potatoes and bacon. I have this recipe for a fruity tapioca pudding that I want to share with you. I will warn you, it's not healthy by any means, but it's my youngest son's favorite dessert, and I thought I'm going to fix it for him today. First, you just bring 4.5 cups of water to a boil before adding your tapioca, and then you boil that until the little balls become clear for the most part. This pudding, of course, could be made with any flavor of Jell-O. I know in the past my mom would always use, I think, a cherry or strawberry flavor, and then she wouldn't put the Cool Whip in, just leave it kind of clear, and then add like fruit cocktail or something like that. That was always really good. I remember having that, growing up, but she'd also make this version. And then of course this is my son's favorite. That's kind of why I chose this. Definitely a very, sweet dessert, probably a little too sweet for me, but I know if the boys like it, I want to, make it once in a while. I created a recipe pack which is available on my Etsy shop with all of the things that I showed you in this video. I think there's 6 or 7 different recipes. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check it out on my Etsy shop. It is available as a digital download. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I was able to give you some new food ideas. I'm always all ears for any new ideas when it comes to, preparing food. It's just hard sometimes I just feel like often I make the same old things, over and over, and it's always fun to get some new ideas. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.